Previously on Smart Mobility Today, we heard about AI powering naval ships, AVs doing donuts, a Google Maps upgrade, and lots more SpaceX satellites in space. This week's stories include European EV and robotics markets, the future of engineering careers, hydrogen, robots, and flight, passenger planes and autonomous helicopters, and bird-like robots.
You've got something to say, and we can help you say it. Detroit Media Productions is here for your audio, photography, and video needs. DetroitMediaProductions.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Polakowski. Ford announced this week that the automaker will cut 4,000 jobs in Europe due to slowing sales and increasing competition. The majority of those cuts, expected over the next 2 years, will primarily affect workers in Germany. Ford currently has 28,000 employees in Europe, 16% of the company's global workforce. This week, Stellantis announced a new chassis for EVs and for SUVs. This debuts what is called the STLA frame, and it is designed to work with electric powertrains as well as those powered by other energy sources. This is important for Stellantis as the company is trying to move away from recent bad news, including layoffs, public tension with unions, work stoppages in Europe, and spontaneous fire reports involving Jeeps. The new chassis makes sense for a company seeking to offer hybrid, internal combustion, hydrogen, battery electric, and range extender electric vehicles. The company's multi-energy approach is a standout from other automakers and is a key part of their overall investment, more than $52 billion in electrification through 2030. May Mobility this week began the deployment of autonomous shuttles in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The vehicles will drive themselves along a fixed route and will operate without a human safety driver on board. The initial run will involve Toyota Sienna minivans that will transport May employees and guests. This is the second of the company's, quote, driver-out operations. The other started in December of last year in Sun City, Arizona, where today passengers are ferried for free. CEO Edwin Olson emphasized May's capabilities to operate at high speeds in challenging weather or in various traffic situations.
Looking for better ways to manage your IT, phone systems, or remote workforce? Improve your organization using technology that works for you. psntechnology.com.
This week, Global Auto Mobility and Smart Mobility Today kick off our Future Engineers University Tour, recorded at beautiful Michigan State University. With the generous support from the people at Ostimo, our team met in October with student groups, associations, and teams, plus an expert panel of MSU professors, to discuss how industry, higher education, and students can collaborate to prepare for the future of engineering. As technology pushes us toward innovative mobility products and services, who are the people who engineer those breakthroughs? And how do universities and industry work together to train students for engineering jobs that do not yet exist? Go to globalautomobility.com to watch the full event. This week, the U.S. Department of Energy announced awards of $2.2 billion to encourage hydrogen power development. The work will happen at centers on the Gulf Coast and in the Midwest. Proponents of hydrogen, including the current administration in Washington, D.C., think that low-carbon hydrogen can fight climate change by supporting heavy industries like long-haul transportation. The idea of clean hydrogen is key when considering that most hydrogen produced today comes from fossil fuels with no check on emissions, but at a fraction of the cost of clean hydrogen. China is now in second place, having moved in front of Germany on a scale that assesses the use of industrial robots. The scale shows how many robots are in the workforce for every 10,000 humans. South Korea, the world leader, has 1,012 robots for every 10,000 people. China's number has increased 5% since before the start of COVID. And Singapore, in fourth place, has doubled the number in the same period of time, with 470 robots working in industry per 10,000 people. In the UK, a Newcastle robotics firm has created fruit-picking robots, partly in response to labor shortages. The firm, Woodzano, is well known by some for developing robotic second skin technology and has recently started to expand globally. If improving the fresh fruit sector is on your bucket list, the company is crowdfunding through Crowdcube. We will be right back.
All right, ready. All right, I'm ready. No, that's fine. All right, ready.
More water. I'm going to go right now.
But I can give it a go. Presenting.
Too many. I did.
Hey,
I
shut
put
the door.
a pee in. Wife makes no sense. Okay.
You can put music around it if you want. Advanced Sustainable Technologies for Mobility. Ostimo.
Autonomous helicopters will soon be used to spray crops. Rotor Technologies, headed by an MIT-educated aerospace engineer, Hector Zhu, leads the firm, and the company has developed 2 autonomous spray hawks with hopes of having up to 20 available in 2025. Also in development are copters that can carry cargo to offshore rigs or would be deployed in disaster zones and to fight wildfires. In the journal NPJ Robotics, there is a report about the development of a technique that could mitigate the effects of turbulence in vehicles, with a specific focus on unmanned area vehicles, or UAVs. Turbulence is what we experience when changes in air pressure make an aircraft shake. While this is an issue with flying vehicles, it is interesting that flying animals have evolved the ability to sense changes in their surrounding environment and then to adjust as needed. The scientific breakthrough is in using AI to mimic what we see in nature. A system named Falcon automatically adjusts flight to compensate for turbulence. Finally, more on turbulence, but as it impacts robots. Researchers have created a robot that is inspired by the pigeon. Bird-like reflexes can be used to remain stable even in turbulent conditions. PigeonBot 2 is an aerial robot with morphing wings, a bird-like tail, a biomimetic skeleton, and real pigeon feathers. Birds glide without a rudder by continually adjusting their wing and tail shape. Tested in wind tunnels, the robot uses those wings and is able to remain stable during takeoff, cruising, and landing, and it can tilt, expand, or elevate by moving the tail or reshaping its wings. Stanford researcher Eric Chang said that the team's findings show how, unlike planes, birds can remain steady even without a vertical tail or rudder.
Read these stories and more at globalautomobility.com and subscribe to Smart Mobility today on your favorite podcast platform. Sign up to receive our weekly newsletter and follow us on social media at Smart Mobility Today. Produced by Detroit Media Productions, this is Smart Mobility Today.